Hello friends, welcome to all in English class. Today we are going to discuss on figure of speech, the poem The Inchcape Rock. In our previous lecture, we have seen that the story of the Inchcape Rock, and today's lecture we have discussed about the figure of speech and the appreciation of the poem. See, in your screen, first figure of speech is that the alliteration. In alliteration, sound is repeated. Here are some examples. See, first examples. The sheep was still as she could be. And in explanation, the sound S is repeated. The second example, on a buoy in the storm, it floated and swung. Explanation is that the sound S is repeated. Here is another example. See, alliteration is a very simple figure of speech. Here we only seen that the sound is repeated. Second figure of speech, repetition. In repetition of the words in that examples. See, two examples of repetition. First is no stir in the air, no stir in the sea. In explanation, the word no stir is repeated. The second example is that so little they rose, so little they fell. In explanation, the word so little they is repeated. Next figure of speech is the onomatopoeic, the words containing sounds. See example, down sunk the bell with a gurgling sound. Explanation is that the sound word gurgling is used. Second example, the bubbles rose and burst around. The explanation is that the sound word bubbles is used. In onomatopoeia, the sound is seen that in this example. Next figure of speech, inversion. In inversion, the word order is changed. Her sails from heaven received no motion. In explanation, the correct prose order is her sails received no motion from heaven. Here is so many examples of inversion. इन्व्हर्जन या एक्झाम्पलमध्ये त्या ठिकाणी वाक्य जे आहे पोएटिक इफेक्ट देण्याच्या दृष्टीनं कवीनं त्या ठिकाणी ती लाईन तयार केलेली असते आणि आपल्याला इथं प्रोज ऑर्डर त्याची सांगावी लागत असते. सी सेकंड एक्झाम्पल, ऑन द बुoy इन द स्टॉर्म इट फ्लोटेड अँड स्वंग. इन एक्सप्लेनेशन, द करेक्ट प्रोज ऑर्डर, इट फ्लोटेड अँड स्वंग ऑन द buoy in the storms. See, there is some another examples of the inversion. After that, personification. In personification, the act of giving a human quality or the characteristics to something which is not human. Personification मध्ये त्या ठिकाणी निर्जीव वस्तू सजीव दाखवलेली असते आणि ती सजीव वस्तूची क्वालिटी त्या निर्जीव वस्तूला दिलेली असते. Here 5 examples of the personification. See, first, the sheep was still as she could be. In explanation, the sheep has given human quality of still means silent. Second example, her keel was steady in the ocean. Explanation is that the sheep has given human quality of steady or her. See here some another examples of the personification. Next figure of speech, simile. In simile, there is the direct comparison. The sheep was still as she could be. In explanation, the direct comparison between sheep and sea or atmosphere. Second example, a sound as if with the Inchcape bell. In explanation, the direct comparison between the sound of sinking ship and the sound of sinking the Inchcape bell. Next figure of speech, metaphor. Here is the indirect comparison. The devil below was wringing his nail. In explanation, the devil is indirectly compared with death. Next example, figure of speech, antithesis. In antithesis, there is the opposite ideas. This is the one example of antithesis. So little they rose, so little they fell. In explanation, opposite words are rose and fell. Next figure of speech, paradox. In paradox, there is the absurd idea. For there is the dawn of the rising moon. In explanation, the line is absurd because of the words like the rising moon. This is the one example of the paradox. ॲब्सर्डिटी म्हणजे संदिग्धता असते. त्या ठिकाणी रायझिंग मून म्हटलेलं आहे, आपण रायझिंग सन म्हणतो, पण इथं रायझिंग मून म्हटलेलं आहे, ॲब्सर्डिटी आहे. नेक्स्ट फिगर ऑफ स्पीच, इंट्रॉगेशन. क्वेश्चन मार्क इज यूज्ड. हियर इज वन एक्झाम्पल ऑफ द इंट्रॉगेशन. Canst hear, said one, the breakers roar. In explanation, the question mark is used here. This is also one example of the interrogation. And last figure of speech, apostrophe. Used for addressing someone who is not there. Oh Christ, the speaker is addressing someone who is not there. Here, Sir Ralph the rower speak with Christ and he is not there. सर राल्फ द रोवरनं ओ ख्रिस्ट येशू म्हटलेलं आहे, परंतु तिथे येशू प्रेझेंट नाही आहेत, म्हणून तिथे फिगर ऑफ स्पीच येणार ॲपॉस्ट्रोफी. हिअर वी कम्प्लिटेड फिगर ऑफ स्पीच अँड आफ्टर दॅट वी सी द ॲप्रिसिएशन ऑफ दिस पोयम. सी critical appreciation 4 mark question. First point is that about the poem, poet and title. Inchcape Rock is a legend, a reef which is situated in the North Sea, close to the coastal region of the Angus in Scotland. The poem is based on the series of events that took place around the dangerous rocks of the east coast of Scotland. The poet Robert Southey was poet laureate of England from 1813 to 1843. The title gives the clue that the rock is a part of an interesting story. In critical appreciation, first point is about poem, poet and title. या पहिल्या पॉईंटमध्ये तुम्हाला अभ्यासासाठी असलेल्या 8 कवितांपैकी एका कवितेवरती तुम्हाला ॲप्रिसिएशन लिहायचं आहे. मग त्याच्यासाठी पोयमची इन्फॉर्मेशन, पोएट आणि टायटलबद्दल तुम्ही त्या फर्स्ट पॉईंटमध्ये लिहायचं आहे. सेकंड पॉईंट, द थीम ऑफ द पोयम. द थीम इज अबाउट ॲन अबॉट अँड अ पायरट. द अबॉट इज कन्सर्न फॉर हिज फेलो ह्युमन्स अँड हेल्प्स टू सेव्ह सेलर्स. He put the Inchcape bell on a buoy to warn ship day and night of the terrible Inchcape Rock during storms. When the sea pirate Ralph saw the bell, he felt jealous on the abbot's popularity, so he decided to cut the bell. He asked his men to sail him to the bell. He cut off the rope of the bell, and the bell went down with a gurgling sound. Then Ralph went deep into the sea, but when he came back, the sun was nowhere to see. He could not see anything on the shore now. There was no warning bell. Due to bad weather, his boat stuck against the rock and he was died. दुसरा जो पॉईंट असणार आहे त्याच्यामध्ये थीममध्ये फक्त कवितेची थीम तुम्ही तिथे सांगायची आहे. थर्ड पॉईंट सी, पोएटिक स्टाईल, लँग्वेज अँड पोएटिक डिव्हायसेस. द पोएम इज अ बॅलड. द स्टोरी इज टोल्ड इन स्टांजाज ऑफ 4 lines with AABB rhyme scheme. The story is told in easy language. It is simple narrative poem. The poet uses many Old English words like blessed, quoth, and the cast. They add true sense to the ballad. The poet begins with the spring, a atmosphere, a metaphor for the pleasant mood, with the calm sea, still air, and the ship in quiet waters. A repetition emphasizes the gladness in the heart. Poet has used antithesis, simile, personification, inversion, apostrophe, and onomatopoeia. See next point, special features. The mood changes from mischief to the weakness. When the mist blocks the sun, metaphor makes the story gloomy, suspenseful. The nightfall is the metaphor for the dark situation for the ship, its sailor. They finally meet the violent end. There is alliteration which adds to the beauty of the poem. स्पेशल फीचर्स जे आहेत त्या स्पेशल फीचर्समध्ये रात्रीच्या वेळेला त्या ठिकाणी त्यानं जे वाईट काम केलेलं होतं त्याची शिक्षा त्याला तिथं मिळालेली आहे. सी नेक्स्ट पॉईंट, मेसेज, व्हॅल्यूज, मॉरल्स इन द पोयम. द पोयम इज didactic one with a clear message. When we try to trouble others, trouble first comes to the door. One who digs a ditch for others fall in that very ditch someday. And last point is your opinion about the poem. In my opinion, the story has a moral and is useful even these times. It says, as you sow, so shall you reap. And some archaic words add true sense to the ballad. Here our appreciation is completed. Thank you. Thank you, class.